And now... Oh, good God, that's tiny. I want to change that, but at the same time, I'm worried if I do change it, it's going to mess up with the resolution. That's just, choose my preferred language. Can we buy some Clarkakas, which is chocolate later in the weekend? Ooh. Which Doki Doki, because there's two, the free one, there's the first one, the one that cost money that apparently added more. Well, it's Doki Doki and there's Doki Doki Plus, basically. Now I'm behind the Tam. English. Expansion, Manga Gamer. Big. I drop the auto message speed and that down hugely. And then also drag that down because, my good God, that was loud. I'll skip on red text. No. Provide user interface. No. Right click functionality. Show menu hardware. Particularly confirmation boxes on. Character sprites updated or original. English. Display mode. Oh, look. Full screen. Hey, that's better. I didn't actually have to do anything over on stream. Higurashi, only for those with 2020 vision. Some games are upscaled on display modes above standard. Yes. Well, let's go right into it. Okay, it's so heavy it will kill and... Welcome to the world of Higurashi When They Cry. The Onikakushi arc will be opening, inviting you into this world. Don't play tough. Please just enjoy life in Hinamizawa to the fullest. The difficulty is extremely high, but I hope you enjoy the reward. I'm sorry, there's a difficulty. Well. That was creepy. Ugh. Please don't lament, I will forgive you even if the world will not forgive you. Please don't lament, I will forgive you even if you will not forgive the world. So please tell me, what will it take for you to forgive me? Difficult is referring to how hard it is to solve the overall mystery thing. Oh. Phoenix goes for random quote and gets bundled Jesus statue. Nice 83. Some another show area. Well, I was going to be ripped apart anyways. Having my body ripped apart would have been far better. I'm sorry, what? I trusted her. No, I still trust her. Even in this very moment, I trust her. But I'm starting to realise I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. It was as if I was trying to convince myself in such a silly, sobbing voice, and those tears making a mess of my face. That mechanical, repetitive sound finally stilled and everything fell silent. Only the cry of the cicadas remained, annoyingly loud. And yet, I felt as if I could still hear her voice. But that's not possible. She is no longer speaking. What the fuck? The only one crying is me. She never cried. Even when she repeated those words over and over, she never expressed any emotion, because there were none to show. If she had no tears to shed for me, then I shouldn't need to shed any for her. Then why? This pain, my eyes getting moist. Why was this happening? Still wanted to believe I hadn't been split apart. That's enough, right? Inside me, an inner voice whispered gently. My spirit had suffered enough. And countless times I'd wavered over whether I should just throw the battered thing away. Except I've stubbornly refused to do that, haven't I? I feel better if I just threw it away. Even knowing that, I chose to believe, didn't I? Only I can understand that painful struggle and appreciate it. Hey, me? I tried more than enough. I'll acknowledge that much. So, isn't it alright to just take the easy way out? Besides, I'm not throwing it away. I'm leaving it behind with her. Like flowers by a grave. Now then. Calm your nerves. Even though you can't feel your right arm, just lift it up. With every swing, forget a little more. That kindness made me happy. That adorable smile brought me joy. I liked petting your head. I loved how demure you were. Because this will be the last time. Because when I swing this down, I'll forget. This is my first and last bouquet for you. Perhaps I really did love you. I'm sorry, what the fuck? I got a trophy already. Farewell. There'll be some reason, you know, that's how far we were seeing. No problem at all, Wickham. That was dark. Yeah, just a little bit. Some people have been apologising for a while. That's also very loud. Oh, well, that's much better. Not even much better. It's a little bit better. It's really weird going from playing a happy, quippy superhero game like Spider-Man to watching this. Yeah, fair. I wonder what she's apologising for. It felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. It had been a while since I'd last went to the city. I only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Even though I'd lived there until last month, I found the bustle of the city to be overwhelming. You just reread the title. What? Higurashi When They Cry? The skyscrapers and the multi-lane roads. The melodious cacophony of the crosswalk. Even the campaign speeches blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. There's only the chirping of locusts and the babbling of brooks. I've got to say, the background noise of the looping is really... I don't like it. Cry of the Higurashi, the evening cicadas. Rather than making me feel lonely, that quietness had begun to instill a sense of serenity. There's nothing where I'm living now. I don't just mean there aren't any burger joints, there aren't even any vending machines. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. Even an ice cream parlour would be unlikely. Nearest town has some stuff like that, but it's an hour away by bike. Come to think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlours, but it wasn't like I ever hung out at any of them. I had lived in the city for 10 years and never once been to an ice cream parlour. Should have gone at least once. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that a little. Excuse me. Somebody is still apologising. Who is she apologising to? She's apologised so much, so just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologise so much. So I feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can't be forgiven. There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. I don't know, murder's pretty irreparable. Into a rural Japanese village, what could possibly go wrong? I see enough horror films to know where that goes. You just need to be more careful next time. Yes, careful you don't get caught after the murder. She's still apologising, even now. Then, has she really done something that can't be fixed? No idea what she's done, but if it can't be fixed, then that's all the more reason to forgive her. No matter how much she apologises, nothing will change. You can name a few irreparable things, but I respect the optimism. Yeah, same. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. And why is the desktop icon of this a grinning girl? Hey you, the one she's apologizing to. Why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a pathetic voice. Keiichi, we're almost there. Wake up. I was finally roused from my nap by my father's prodding. Grand and intoxicating, yes. Keiichi, we're almost there. Wait, alright. It seemed that the train had reached its final stop. We spent hours riding everything from the bullet train to the local routes. It was hard to believe the landscape beyond the window in the city I was in half a day ago were in the same country. No, they were even from the same era. From there, we'd take a car deeper into the mountains. Visual novel is different in some ways to the anime, not sure how, but it is. Past where the dense forest encroaching on the mountain road suddenly opened up. There, where I live now, Hinamizawa. Got the title card again. There we are. Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid bite. Although in exchange you could fill your lungs up with crisp, clean air. Flipping open the window, I was greeted with a verdant expanse. Nothing but trees. Reminded the guy that made this is currently working on a Silent Hill game. Is it the new one, or is it the remake that he's working on? The neighbouring house was far away on the other side. So I was probably the only one enjoying that view in the air. Oh, it's probably the new one because the remake's been done by Bloober Team. The people who did the Medium. Silent Hill F, yeah. I was probably the only one enjoying that view in the air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Since I started living in Hinamizawa, I learned that even air had its own taste. What the fuck is this jaunty tune? I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. My mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. He was probably up working until the early morning. Dad had a rather unconventional job as a painter. It's such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. What a happy game. I was so jealous of that easygoing lifestyle. I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. Dad was ecstatic about that. It was just because it looked easy. I'd never tell him that, though. Mum laid breakfast out on the table. No... Being that I used to know a painter, actually no, I still do know him, a painter, it is not an easy job. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg and grilled salmon. I would eat 2 of those. My mum was such a good cook, it was scary. A perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. Unlike my dad, who didn't even know the meaning of the word schedule, my mum never squandered any time or effort. She hummed a little tune as she brought over the miso soup. Seemed like she was in a good mood today. Oh, miso soup. I'm so happy you've been waking up early since we moved here, Keiichi. If I don't wake up early, I won't have time to eat breakfast. I thought I was being cute, responding with a wisecrack after being praised for being good. Full bowl of rice, or will half be enough? Eyes on. First I savoured the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that I covered it with the egg. Between bites of rice I enjoyed the crunch of the pickles. Not bad at all. Excellent as usual. Watching me clean my plate, Mum gave me a warm smile. His parents not have voice at this point. No one's got a voice at the moment. I'm so happy you haven't skipped breakfast ever since we moved here, Keiichi. I was not a morning person when we lived in the city. I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. Boycotting the breakfast Mum made me each morning, that was probably the only way I could protest being forced to attend cram school. I guess that was what you'd call my rebellious phase. I wouldn't so much as look at the breakfast she woke up early every day to make. If I could go back in time, I'd slap myself. Mindful of the time, Mum rushed me along with a wide grin. Isn't it about time to meet up with Rena-chan? Hurry, hurry. Mum really seemed to enjoy the fact that her son was going to school with a girl. Raina is one of my classmates. She really loves looking after people, coming to meet me every day without fail. The way I looked at it, the guy my age walking to school with a girl was just lame. But, well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. You know, thank you for the hydration from my DJ. I'll take that from T. I've still got a bit left. Seriously though, how long does Raina wait there for me every morning? Blue Slime Cleaning, hello and welcome. Taking one last gulp of miso soup, I race to the door. Please thank Raina-chan for the pickles. And to think of it, those pickles weren't store-bought, were they? If I'd known that, I would have saved them a bit more. Morning. Keiichi-kun. Well, that's already worrying. I don't know why, but it is. Good morning. Pickles are delicious. They are. They're very delicious. A cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself. What is this game? I honestly don't know. It's a visual novel that apparently gets really weird. You're hearing the anime? Yeah. It's off-putting. Seems alright to me so far. You're always so early. You should try sleeping in sometime. If I sleep in, I'll keep you waiting. You're so conscientious and such a good person. If that ever happens, I'll just leave you behind. Keiichi-kun, you're so cold. I wait for you all the time. I'll leave you in the dust, without looking back. Why are you so mean? Why? That expression change is unnerving a little bit. So there's supposed to be voices at this point. Ah, no, there's not been any so far. Raina had a slightly troubled look on her face. Toying with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood changed. I'm kidding, I'd wait for you. With those words, Raina seemed to relax. Her face flushed bright red. Ah, thank you. It's because it's the free version? Possibly. I'll wait forever until you came, Raina. No matter how long. Starting to wonder if there are no voice actors in this version. I have no idea. Forever? Oh no. Raina turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. There? She's especially weak to this sort of talk. Oh no. It's quite rare to find someone this fun to tease. Oh no. Have you ever read a romance novel, Raina? Huh? I haven't. Never read any before. From that response, I gathered she was interested in them, was too embarrassed to actually buy one. Oh no. I couldn't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out. Oh yeah, message from Mum. She says thanks for the pickles. God, I love that expression change. It was nothing. You're welcome. How were they? Not too salty? Nope, that's salty. Actually, had a pretty light flavour to them. That might turn off. I did not turn anything off. See, these are all the options I have. Yeah, there's nothing there that says about character voices. It's not even a voice volume thing, so I don't think it's actually there. Apparently the voices are a patch. Huh. It would have been fine to just be honest and say they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright. I'd like to ask something before that. Were you the one who pickled them, Raina? Or was it your mum? Huh? Well, why do you ask? Were they too salty? Her attitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically. Was it you, Raina, or was it your mum? Why are you asking who made them? Why? Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically. Huh? She counted frantically on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she'd used to pickle them. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me. What the fuck? Rena nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response. It was me. Delicious. Huh? Pretty good, just like the last ones. They went perfectly with the rice. Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It truly was a lot of fun to tease her. I pray that Rena never gets taken advantage of by some lowlife. But by the main character, it's fun. Oh, for fuck's sake. Keep at it, Rena. I'll train you until you handle it like the average person. What? Also, I decided for myself. Let's go. If we keep me on waiting, we'll never hear the end of it. Then she just kept spacing out, otherwise I called Rena back to reality so we could make our way to school. This strange, easily flustered girl is Rena Ryugu. I've only known her for about a month, but I've come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. There's nothing strange about that! You know, it's named after dragons. It's fine. The fuck was that change? Mi-chan, good morning. Coming to the next rendezvous point, we saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved. Ah, finally, you two are late. Usually you're the one who's late. In sharp contrast to the diligent Rena, this one marched to the beat of her own drum. She's Mion Sonozaki. For what's worse, she's our senior and head of the class. Morning, Rena. It's been a while, K-chan. How many years? I was only off 2 days. Ah ha ha ha. You don't say. You were so much cuter back then. Mion's gaze started at my chest, then dropped straight down, focusing on the point between my legs. Oh, for fuck's sake. So she was saying it was my crotch that was cute back then. What the fuck? Before you ask, just to be clear, I've never actually tried to show it to her. I've grown quite splendidly. You'd be surprised. Why? Why, when you notice that she's looking at your crotch, to use that phrasing? Jesus Christ! The fuck is wrong with this? Ugh. Well, at least he's bigger, but he has a little moustache now. Oh my god. I'm not liking where this is going. Being so engorged with energy, everyone is to a problem. Oh my fucking god! I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to greet him properly. I'll say next time, right now is just fine. How about letting the little guy get a breath of fresh air morning air? Is she wanting the main character to whip his dick out? What the fuck? I'm very certain none of them are at the age of consent. Blah. I don't think I've ever heard talk so dirty you could smell it fouling up the morning air before. Sure does act like an old man sometimes. Yeah. Time for the big reveal. Hope you don't regret it. As my hand reached for my fly, Rena began to ramble in a near panic. Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Red-faced and flustered, Rena tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. Don't know what this does, so let's do it. Oh, you want a punishment seed? Well, it's a cinnamon apple-filled one, and contrary to the name, they are fucking disgusting. Yeah. God. Oh. Oh, God. Oh god, that was a weird dichotomy. Broken Soul, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Day of mine for you all, including the streamer. You're enough wonderful the way you are. Don't change because you already do so much. Don't push yourself to please anyone. Lies. And you're wanting a dad joke. Why didn't the skeleton go to the party? He had no body to go with. How was it? Seeing the city again. Neil switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the topic to something more befitting the pleasant morning. Game around the patch. 2 out of 10 on that. Dad jokes aren't meant to be good. I went for a funeral, I didn't have much time. So yeah, do you look for it? That thing I asked for? You're not listening at all. I just came back from a funeral. Didn't have any time to look around toy stores. So that you're welcome to. Oh, I mean, maybe they're too dark. Entirely fair. Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know. It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all. Is this about games again, Mi-chan? Mio nodded proudly as Reina giggled. Yep, I wanted K-chan to bring you back a Westport catalogue, you say. Westport was short for Western imported games. Using that abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky. You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you? Well, I guess I have to now. With permission, I can send one over and chat with everyone. It's going to be extremely dark. I would say no, then. Is TOS friendly, shockingly, too? I'm still going to say a no on that. I'm going to get another game full of hot action. Oh, no. Something like a game that's easy to understand. Mion is a board and card game enthusiast, and I hear she's collected quite a lot of different ones. According to Reina, Mion's room has become a museum for domestic and foreign games. There's a game you think I understand? Let me play too. Yeah, of course. If K-chan's up for it, I should warn you though, we're pretty tough. That's what I want. I play all sorts of games, I don't intend to lose. Oh, then we'll let you in the group this time, I guess. Whistling with joy from head to toe, Reno looked back and forth between me and Mion. Mion gave her an affirmative wink and her expression perked up even further. Big up, hello and welcome. I thought boys prefer playing outside more, so I figured you wouldn't want to. Reno laughed happily. From such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I had moved here less than a month ago. I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me feel at home. I'll have to try harder to fit in, so they won't feel like they have to try and make me feel welcome. Feels like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it should probably be about right for this place. What even? Hinamisama was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there's only one class. That class encompasses all different grades and ages. There are about 30 students at different levels, and they all study in the same class. I'm told that long ago there used to be a bigger school building and they had actual separate classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class, and now it stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I'd already gotten quite used to it. The sound of children playing started right from the morning. With such a lively mood, it felt more like a kindergarten than a proper school. Not that it was a bad thing. Mion, who had been walking in front of us up until then, suddenly let me take the lead. Right in front of the classroom door. So I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. Too bad. Wasn't going to fall for that again. Think you'd give up the lead here? You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Mion chuckled with a haughty smirk on her face. What is it, you guys? Step back, Renee, it's dangerous. She's here. Huh? Then Satoko-chan is... What the... Let's get back to looking always seen the anime for this, withdrawing myself in advance. I've been told that nothing bad's going to happen in the time that I'm streaming this. Her name was Satoko Hojo. She was a disrespectful, impudent, bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but it would be immature to get worked up over just that. The real problem was this. Like the obvious trap, a blackboard eraser wedged in the door. It's too obvious. Satoko? A hearty laugh came from beyond the door. Excellent, Kei-chan. I guess that means you win this round. No, this is Satoko we're talking about. I doubt that is it. Falling for such intricate traps since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps. Traps that were simply there to bait you into the main ones. Traps that relentlessly kept coming at you like a sadistic Rube Goldberg machine. The list goes on. As well as being clever, they almost never misfire. When you least expect it, she strikes. No escape, no time to relax. By the looks of it, this eraser is normal. No rocks or anything in it. Took a pretty heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. What the fuck? Then why didn't you just open the door and let it drop? That's what it is. That's what Satoko was after. Making me focus my attention upwards so I lifted my hand to the door. There were thumbtacks stuck to the side door handle with a tape frightening trap. What the fuck? A potent and terrifying trap. Concealed by using the blackboard eraser. An impressive combination, Satoko. But in the end, nothing more than the trivial machinations of a child. Assured of my victory, I threw the door open and stepped into the room. I felt something strange at my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of a jump rope capturing on my leg. Satoko's little shit, I never really liked her. I can see why. The fuck was that noise? By the time I realised she had me, hook, line and sinker, it was already too late. I began to fall in an almost picturesque manner. Kei-chan, watch out. Instinctively reacting to Mion's chill warning, I twisted my body in midair before I landed on the floor. Ow, ow. An inkstone filled to the brim was placed right where I would have landed. I shuddered, imagining the situation had I landed square on it. My, what do we have here? I want to punt you out the window. A fair morning to you, Keiichi-san. Aren't we a live one this morning? Still sprawled in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. That was a step up from your usual trap, Satoko. The fuck is that expression now? I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. You're quite unlucky this morning. You little... Ow. It seemed I'd inadvertently sprained my back a little when I'd landed. Better than landing on that inkstone. A small hand gently rubbed my head. In pain, go away. A small dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head. You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? If you rub it like this, the pain disappears. I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. It's not so much about what you actually do, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. The pain's going away now. Yay, Rika-chan, good morning. Good morning to you too, Rina. A good morning to all. Rika-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. It was infectious. Reina, Mion, and I all bowed back. You're such a good kid, Rika-chan. Torin, hello and welcome. Open switch, sets phone down, snuggles back into blankets. And Torium shall sleep. So much better than Satoko. Got the patch. Ah. I glared over in her direction. Satoko was whistling while rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. It's really weird that the patch doesn't come with the installation. You'd think it would. I'm the very model of a good girl. A good girl wouldn't set those nasty traps. Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly what proof? Blah! I picked up Satoko by the back of her collar. She looks like a misbehaved cat when I do this. But a cat wouldn't be setting traps. She's much harder to deal with. I'm sorry. Try saying that. If you won't say it... I cocked my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Satoko's forehead. I'm against violence. You don't even have any proof. But you know, my forehead flick really hurts. It can split plywood right in half. Eek! Stop! Get away from me, you beast! Don't say it in a way people will misunderstand. I feel like I'm in Yarnum now. A small hand tugged on the back of my shirt. She's been lonely since you were gone for 2 days. Rika-chan really is just so... How could I do anything more than after being told that? I gently released my grip on Satoko, who at this point was still on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick. Wah. Doesn't bother me. Wah. You mustn't cry, Satoko. Keep on fighting, yeah. Rika gently pets the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess these two are the same age. I think Satoko could learn a thing or a million from Rika-chan. Looking at all this, knowing where it goes is quite something. Sure. Next time, set an even more amazing trap. Wait a minute. As she observed the scene, Rina's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swoon. I'm sorry, what? That is the expression I have on my desktop icon right now. What the fuck is that? How Satoko-chan is crying. So cute. Oh, God. Make it stop. Please make it stop. You can't take them home. Oh, but they're so cute. Oh, God. I'm suffering psychic damage from this dialogue. Everyone likes cute things. There is nothing cute about Satoko. You can't, no matter how cute they are. But just for a bit, it's fine. It's fine. And a step in the direction of Ubu speaking, I live in fear. Yeah, same right. Reina kept a cutesy face even as outrageous ideas spewed from her mouth. Oh no. According to Mion, Reina's ridiculously weak to cute things and always tries to take them home. Object or person. Stealing is bad, but abducting people is even worse. Give it up. They can just look. Just looking. That should be fine, right? Right? Reina swooned over Satoko's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Hinamizawa, I'll be forced to return Reina into the authorities. Forgive me, Reina. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away. Okay. The teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up. Satoko, that inkstone is yours, right? Just from Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtack stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skewer myself. Even though Satoko was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bedlam from before had been neatly tidied up. Haha, we made it in time. Rise, attention. Mion gave out the morning commands. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? It's difficult being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one. But naturally, she ends up spending all her time with the younger kids. Rina and Mion, being in the highest grade in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. They even end up helping teach the younger kids, so it seems like they never get to their own studies. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Rina and Mion with their studies. You're a pretty good teacher, Kichi-kun. Easy to understand. Anything for the patch? Thank you, Pokey. I will have a look. And I will get it installed for the... if there's going to be a next time for this. Hog Squeezer, hello and welcome. Your 7th patch? Looking at it, yes. Rina took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. So we're seeing this compared to the anime. When I started this, I did not even know there was an anime. Ichi's making me lose confidence. It makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is. They say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. So while you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice. In contrast, this person over here is quite laissez-faire about things. For once, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade than me? Look, Mion, this is for your own good. Anime is like the main thing people know Higurashi from. I know it from you, Pokey. You don't take this seriously, there'll be trouble later on. With these marks... You both for your friends played. Ah. Not like I'm aiming to go on to a prestigious school. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exams a little at a time. And so much Defiance was really something else. Introduced to the anime to you first. Ah. This was a different type of relax than somebody who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exams. Mii-chan, Keiichi-kun is doing his best to teach us. We need to try hard too. Such a good and honest kid, Rina. I'll make sure you guys get accepted into a good school. Younger has a copy too. Ah. Good animated in the game. Ah. With the lack of anime that I've seen, it comes as no surprise. After one may save incompatible, so you might need to fast track back to the point you end off at. That's fine, that's easily doable. We've got auto and skip buttons, they'll be fine. Well, thanks so much. Visual novel with the 07th patch is better than the anime, in my opinion. I watched the anime first as well. Nice. Especially you, Rena. Private lessons, just the two of us. Private lessons? Oh no. Smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Rena's head. Exactly what kind of private lessons is she fantasizing about that's making her turn so red? Wait. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Hog Squeezer. Welcome to the clutch. I'd like to hear the play-by-play about that next time. But you forgot the voice was part of the 07th patch. I didn't even know this was voiced. While Mia was flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out a casual question. So in the city, do you have to study this much? You don't know at least this much, you can't get into university. You have Netflix you can watch there. I believe I still do. Before I would have got it ready before stream. That's no problem, Pokey. You had no idea beforehand. We haven't seen the anime, so you don't have any knowledge as to how much better or worse this is. Just know it's quite an experience. Oh no. So you studied just to get into a university? Well, yeah, basically. Well, knowing that this stuff won't ever come in handy in the future. Wow. I'll hear you get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. Really? Study equals entrance exams. Having that basic law of the universe so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock. Because I've been saying this, oh no. That's right. There aren't really enough people around here to warrant weeding them out with an exam. If anyone gets into university, then there's no need to be all uptight about this stuff, right? Well, that's true, but you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge. So, geezer thinks that instead of wasting time studying pointlessly, you should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. Since it was me on it, it probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. In place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbell drifted through the classroom. Kei-chan, we're done, we're done! It's our wonderful lunchtime! A complete 180 from our unmotivated state, Mion gave the commands that signaled the end of the morning period. Keiichi-kun, let's have lunch. I might have been making a very troubled face. Reina smiled brightly at me. Alright, let's eat. Yeah, and hey, that's just the console sprites too, the patch says my preferred ones. Yeah, I've only got updated and original ones here. There seem to be different cliques, even in the class. Oh, sorry, cliques. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different. Our ages were different, we've had both boys and girls. We weren't reserved around each other, which I think goes entirely unfamiliar to me. Just getting old, but Go was not nearly as good as the original. Love openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Rina and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. At the same time, Satoko and Riki-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well. Keiichi-kun, hurry, hurry! Rina waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunchboxes. Keiichi-san's lunchbox is most assuredly filled with nothing but bread crust like some sort of destitute plebeian. Why don't you just show it to us? Come now. Even though Satoko was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting. But, Representative Me, please give the signal to start. At first it was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. The Benfica was an experience. I wasn't expecting her to show up. Drives that to be real and epic. It is. I'd be more excited about that if I didn't already own it. At this point, I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and genders may have all been different. We were all friends. Let's eat! The sound of our little 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom. Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group made up of all girls. Of course there were other boys in the class, but they were a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys as scary. Compare that to girls, well, at least these girls aren't picky. We all put the side dishes in the middle where everybody was free to pick at them. I thought girls would mind sharing a meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mion started to tease me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch. My, isn't Sakichi's lunch extravagant today? My, isn't Madame Satoko's lunch extravagant as well? The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight that Satoko was starting, our chopsticks locked in cross-counter, stabbing into each other's lunch. My, how delicious. Oh, this taro is good. Stew stuff is good too, even cold. Seeing my happy face, Rika-chan's expression broke into a little smile. My, how delicious. Oh, this taro... Oh, sorry. I saved some for dinner last night. Forgot they moved the tornado to Wendy's. Ah! By the way, Satoko and Rika-chan's lunch is always the same. Seems that Rika-chan makes it for both of them every day. Rika-chan made this too? These taste like Mum's home cooking. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosettes were for a mold, they've done it by hand with a knife. That's not easy to do. I guess Rika-chan's just good at this sort of thing. She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that. Amazing, right? Amazing. Rika is quite exceptional in many ways. Oh. Something for you to boast about. Both so different, I wouldn't recommend watching it unless you've seen both Higurashi and Neko. That's weird. Oh. Right, I'm going to be right back very quickly for a short bathroom break. Okay, I return. Sorry about that. Wasn't kidding when I said the other bits very slice of life. Yeah, they really are. It's actually better in cooking than I am. Huh? Well, you know. It seemed that the topic of conversation switched to Rena when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Rena's lunch was really the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Rena's lunchbox constantly. Everyone liked this one so much before, so I made it a lot this time. It's good, I hope. I hope. It's got high marks from me. Ah, Mion, you're talking too much. You're taking too much. Knocking Mion's chopsticks aside, I reached out trying to secure my own portion. Satoko and Rika-chan reached over at the same time and a struggle ensued. Everyone shoveled in mouthful after mouthful while praising it, and Rena's lunchbox was soon empty. It's kind of bad that no one thought to leave any from Rena. But Rena seemed rather satisfied as she looked on. How do you like it? Isn't Rena-san an extremely good cook too? Quite different from Keiichi-san. So that's nothing for you to boast about. You're not much different from Kei-chan, Satoko. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Oh, God. Satoko's face went pale. Hey, even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know. Of course I can. I really can. Really hard for her to lie. Keiichi-kun, both taste good when they're boiled and topped with mayo, right? What are you doing with your broccoli that you put mayo on it? You shouldn't be picking on her. Mi-chan too. Rena hurriedly tried to follow up, but Mion laughed haughtily as she drew closer to Satoko. Yeah, to Satoko. Just pretend it's a little home ec lesson. Now then, Satoko. What's this? Mion lifted up her chopsticks. Between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon. But that's asparagus. Mion made eye contact with me, and within 3.3 seconds I had Rika-chan's mouth covered. Mayo broccoli is like the most horrifying thing in this game. The worst is here. See, I love broccoli, but putting mayo on it? Why? Rena's a unique person. Yeah, I can see that. Holding a piece of bacon wrapped asparagus and giving her two choices. She's pretty terrible. The yellow one is cauliflower. No, wait, the green one is cauliflower. So which? When Google Psych, I'll have to remind myself, and the first image is a blue hair girl with a title sign here. Ah. The true horror in this game is crimes against food. Apparently, yeah. Probably the yellow one is broccoli and the blue one is cauliflower. The blue one? When did blue enter the equation? The green one is, You really know which is which? How about you just give up? I expect no less from the class representative. The oldest. The way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sonozaki household must be quite the ordeal. I do know. I really do. I think Satoko might be colorblind. Yeah, with comments like that, maybe. And answer the question. I know. Wah. He finally broke down and started crying. When she acts like this, she usually starts to seem her age. Oh, God. How cute. That's the true horror of this game. Rena enters a state of euphoria as Satoko bawled her eyes out. Rena was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheek against Satoko's head and smothered her. Oh, God. Really, a very content face. One that wouldn't care if the world ended right then. It was that kind of smile. Rena, Mimi is picking on me. Wow. Cute. It's okay, Rena. Only Chan will take care of all these bad people who tease my little sister. Oh my God, what? Wish boof bam. It's like a flash of lightning. What was that just now? Rena's fist shot out at supersonic speed, striking Mion and me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Mion and I were sprawled spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our faces. This is the first time you've gotten one, right? Today, she went easy on us. Easy? You mean there's something harder than this? With that, Mion and I both slumped our heads back to the floor in unison. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance of Rena. Well, that was unexpected. See, Satoko-chan, I took care of them. Cute. want to take you home. Making sure Rina couldn't see it, Togo stuck her tongue out at us. If I can decimate Keiichi, yeah, a little bit. Damn it all, using Rina like a puppet. Riki-chan massaged our bruises without saying a word. No matter what the day had held, the last school bell always came too soon. Our shadows stretched off into the distance. Hey, Keiichi-kun, tomorrow, do you have plans or anything? Or anything? Huh? Such a direct question from Rina, I inadvertently blushed. If it was for a date, then why wouldn't you do it more subtly? Rina saw me lost for words and realised that I'd misunderstood and turned red as well. No, I didn't mean like that, you see? So apparently that wasn't what she meant. But since it's always fun when Rina's in a panic, I went on with it a little. Oh, really? So it wasn't meant that way? Huh? Huh? Laying it up, I slumped my shoulders, feigning dejection. Keiichi-kun, why are you so disappointed? Why? Why? Me-chan? Never told any longer, Mion slapped me on the back. I see, this old geezer never knew you could push up buttons like that. Huh? What? What is it? Mion was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach while Rina flailed around, completely bewildered. I couldn't help but start laughing as well, feeling just a bit guilty I ruffled Rina's hair. Kidding. Sorry, it was a joke. That was my fault. She really is a cute one. Huh? Huh? A joke? Since when? Since when? Huh. About halfway through. Halfway? So Kei-chan, that means you weren't acting when you blushed at the start. Huh? That means... It was only a momentary lapse, but there was no way Mion would let such a delectable detail slip by her. Well, you see, saying anything more was also a bad idea. It might be all to say I slipped further into an unfavourable position. After that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while. So why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Rina? Oh, what were we talking about? It had been so long that Rina had forgotten. That's how long Mion had teased me. It's Kei-chan, you probably can't find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? That was true. I hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times like we were playing Pin and Tail and Donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell that from down here. Actually, that's an opening to the start. It has spoilers in it. Be sure to save that when you edit. Why, though? Why would you do that? Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school. Yes. So you see, tomorrow we were thinking that me-chan and I could escort you through Hinamizawa and show you around. That'd be a godsend, frankly. I was happy about the offer. You'll come, of course, right? If I'm free. You're being invited by a girl, you know. If I'm free. You're probably free anyways. If I'm free. I was being stubborn so as not to give a clear yes or no. Even though I thought it was a godsend, I'm too much of a scamp to say so up front. Yeah, what the... Keiichi-kun, you're not free, perhaps? Perhaps? While me and I had our rather sour back and forth, Rina peeked over at me hesitantly. I think I've been a bit too rough on her, just gave in. Sorry, forgive me, I apologise. At least it tells you about it before asking if you want to enable to say that. Oh, that's fair. Still though, why? I'm free. Reputation disappeared from Rina's face as it blossomed into a smile. Hey now. Seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Rina, isn't there? It seemed Mion didn't care for how rude I was to her, compared to how quickly I agree with Rina. But her being annoyed was very interesting. So I pushed Rina forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mion behind. Let's go, Rina. Maybe it should just be the two of us tomorrow, leave grumpy old Mion behind. Huh? Whoa! If Keiichi-kun's okay with that, then... I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Keiichi Maebara. It'd be great if the two of us could go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Rina? If we're bringing a basket, I'll make all the food, maybe. Maybe? Don't you ignore me too, Rina. I'll tell everyone that you two disappeared into the hotel district together. Well then, I'm going home right now to start making it. Tomorrow's going to be so fun. Later, Keiichi-kun, me-chan, bye. Rina bounded off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left was me standing next to Mion sprawled out on the ground. There was a welt on her face. Are you alright? There's over 2 meters between you guys. Since you came, they've become sharper. This old geezer's body can't handle it. Maybe easier if you stop saying stuff that makes Rina want to hit you. Or else this will end up being me on slapstick comedy hour. That, when the results might be fatal. Don't feel bad, Mion. You're probably the only one who can dodge her jabs. Felt like it was her knee, though. Could it be that we were hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master? Maybe someday we'll see her debut in extreme contact sport. You can't lose to Rina. You need to train up and have a rematch. K-chan, you should. This old geezer will root for you. Rina's like a superhuman. Mion and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Rina's infallible technique. What the fuck? What the actual fuck is going on? That's unnerving. I keep getting, title card drops. You received new tips. We're mixed grade. We don't have a uniform. What? What? Huh? New tips. Huh? I recommend reading these. Serena, we're the same age. Yes, that's right. We're the same zodiac animal too. Yeah, it'd be weird if we were the same age, but not the same zodiac animal. That's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, then you can have different animals even if you're the same age. Huh? Oh, I see. Mion, you're pretty smart. Aha. What month were you born, by the way, Kichi-kun? July. Mina smirked and puffed up with pride. Hey, now what's the meaning of this? Again, a lot to make things very confusing. Oh, God. You're not planning to be all high and mighty if her birthday is a wee bit sooner than mine, is she? And even, it's impossible to challenge me by birthday. I wouldn't even mind if you bet $1 per month. Huh? Huh? Why? Why? Mina panicked at suddenly being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I'm certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. It's just sending her into a panic about something as simple as a birthday is so fun, I can't help myself. So that means you were born in April, K-chan. April birthday represent. Right on. Too bad, Rina. I'm already far older than Rina. Oh, I see. Then you're the same age as me-chan. Well, it's just a few months. That gap will open up again soon enough. Mion snickered through her nose. Hey, now that's not something to get all high and mighty about. As if I'm the one to talk. Now you mention it, you're in a higher grade, right, Mion? If you're into underclassmen, then I can be an underclassman from now on. Mi-chan, you're not making any sense to me. Just by seeing Rina's blushing face, you could tell she knew exactly what she meant by it, though. The Totoko and Rika-chan are underclassmen. Their grade is so different that they should be in a different school, shouldn't they? Keiichi-kun, your tastes are a bit too young, I think. What the fuck? You're not making any sense yourself, Rina. I'll just grab onto her head and scruff it up a bit. I'll stop it. The fuck? I wondered about it before, yeah? I was wondering why the school had different school years all mixed up. There aren't enough classrooms. Can't help it. This building's being rented from the forestry services after all. When she says it like that, it makes sense. I thought our school was strange for a while now. The schoolyard is gravel, there are rooms that aren't for classes, and there's some strange sort of construction machinery parked here. Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school? There was one here forever ago from before the war. It got dilapidated. They closed it down. I'm out this isn't even pull up for what the fuck this. Yeah, I'm really confused. Probably was a grand old schoolhouse. Well, because of that, the students wouldn't have to attend the school in the city. That's pretty far, though, you know. Which school would that be? Do you know there's a school if you pass by the Okinomiya train station, turn at the hospital, and head towards the pediatrics department? What? So far. Couldn't tell where that was by location, but I understood it was pretty far from Rina's reaction. Well, that's why. The guys that didn't want to commute to Akinomaya rent out the building from the forestry services and attend the Instituto schoolhouse here. Yeah, Sonny, hello and welcome. Higurashi, my favourite slice of life again. It's definitely something. Well, since they're attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into higher education. It's not true, Mi-chan. You study properly, you can go anywhere you want. Yeah, that's right, that's right. I totally agree with Rina on this one. That's right. I mean, true, what the fuck, there's no start till Tatari Higurashi. What that is, no idea. Yes, that's right, that's right. Let's try our best. All of you, try your best. This old man will be rooting for you. Not just us, you too. You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you? Your future is bleak with grades like this. Fine, just fine. If I get stuck, then I'll just mooch off K-chan as he works forever. What do you mean by work forever? What do you mean? Hey, you're too loud. Be quiet during self-study. The teacher yelled at all three of us. It was completely our fault. Satoko saw it and chortled heartily. Stuck out my tongue at her in response. It's just as Mion says. This school has nothing to do with higher education. But it makes up for that by having lots of valuable things other schools don't. I'll just say the end of Tatari Yoshi left me speechless and confused for a bit. Jesus! If it's got that power on you, Pokey, that is really messed up. It's only June, but it's already so hot. Mood. I can hear the Higurashi outside chirping, me, me, and at night there are mosquitoes. Might as well be summer already. My own salvation was that mornings were still cool. Can't relate. Summer, I do declare. Toko was flapping her skirt languidly. That's pretty unladylike there. Even if she was a little brat, she was still a girl. Oh god. Keiichi does seem quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. I'm so jealous. I see things the skirt you're wearing looks like it would be much cooler. And thank you for the hydration reminder, DJ. The other visual novel that managed to do that to me was Doki Doki Literature Club. That's impressive. A girl like you just wouldn't understand. Wearing jeans during the season, how steamy the crotch gets. Oh god, why are you talking about your crotch? It gets steamy? How? Oh no, don't! Girl can't imagine something indecent. Oh god. Real summer clothes have a nice, refreshing colour. I feel cooler just looking at them. Ah, thank you. They really do feel pretty cool. I do wish my summer clothes were as breezy as Rina's. Yeah, sighing from me as well, Vesp. That's why this is 18 plus. No, that's just me. Hang on 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Keiichi's crotch is a major plot point, be sure to memorize it. I would rather not memorize a kid's crotch. Ugh. What's Toko-chan? Your summer clothes are so cute. Being a one piece and all, I like to wear your summer clothes. Oh no, don't go down this route, please. It's actually quite stuffy, you know. I do believe what you're wearing would feel much cooler. But it would be much more fun with cute clothes. How? Oh no. Oh no. Having an arena and circus space very fundamentally different. Thank you, Leona, for the follow. Very much appreciated. Welcome to the clutch. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform. Yeah, it doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are fine. Raina will never realize it. Oh, God. There are quite a few students in regular clothes. There are a few wearing uniforms, but they were all the same design and rather plain. kind of what uniforms are supposed to be. What's the uniform they're all wearing? They're all the same. That's the city school's uniform. You can see that face palm. I'm glad I'm glad it transmitted across Vesp, because my god. Well, there's a rule. They're all wearing them. Speaking of which, everyone in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't we? You go out of your way to get them from somewhere. Why, yes, Mion-san supplied them. Mi-chan's relative runs a second-hand clothing store. They can get school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say. So you asked those relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms, then? Mion, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. What the fuck is that line? That must be a strange second-hand clothing store. I get this is a second-hand clothing store, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country? That's pretty strange for a second-hand clothing store. How many times are you going to say, hey, second-hand clothing store? Jesus! What's the point of you stocking up clothes from faraway schools they know nothing about? Yeah, I think so too. They also have used school swimsuits and PE uniforms. Sorry, Higurashi is where the quite heavy subject matter starts. Well, quite cool. Watching this in just modding, I've been doing just fine, sort of fuck pokey. Yeah, that's doesn't sound like this shop makes much money. They probably have Mion pitching in help so they can make a bit more. But Mion-san says it'll be a big hit and become a great store. With such conviction, a second-hand clothing store that stocks school uniforms will be a big hit. I don't get it. Apparently DJ can't take the crotch. Oh, God. Continue? I took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. Today was the day Rina and Mion were going to show me around Hinamizawa. The fuck is Rina wearing now? Looks like she's just been trying out for a cosplay of Toho. Rina and me are already waiting at the meeting place. Kei-chan, you're late. Honestly, this is about as new to me as it is for everyone else who hasn't read this. Like I said, it's been ages since I read only Kikuchi. Oh, God. Sorry. The show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that. Oh, so that's your excuse for being late and keeping two girls waiting. Mi-chan, you just got here yourself. Haha! Last night's episode of A Day in the Life was sure interesting, wasn't it? You're just as gilded as me. Rina was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag. What is that? Rina answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right, Rina did really make a picnic. Oh, God. Kei-chan, after you left, Rina pulled out all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it. Now the major points, but the more regular stuff escapes me. Oh no. It was nothing, so don't worry about it, okay? She's been like this since last night, you know. You take responsibility for this. Alright, I am a man after all. I'll take responsibility. Huh? Responsibility for what? For what? As we both turned around slowly to look at Rina, our gazes drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying. It didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. That's a trademark Rina way. You don't question what Rina wears. I question it heavily. Pokey, have you somehow gotten me playing a Toho visual novel? I wouldn't put it past you. Except this was Rina we were talking about here. Why am I not surprised that it does exist? About 2 kilos to get 2 kilos of food. What the fuck? When Rina was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit. I say 5. 5 kilos of food. You're exaggerating. Keiichi-kun is a boy after all. I thought he could probably eat a lot, so I made a lot, okay? Let's get going. Heave-ho. Just the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe the only things in there were lunchboxes. Questioning everything. Yeah, I'm just going to say there's 3 lunchboxes and then several bricks. We're going to die. Correction, I say 5 kilos too. I'll help out, but all that needs to be eaten. I won't forgive you if you make Rena sad, got it? Anything I could do at that moment is exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. The shifty look from Vesper's not assuading my fears at all. We finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll. A carefree walk bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. Couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existed during my time in the city. It's Rena she couldn't hurt to fly. Apart from the 3 times she's already punched people out. These were the boonies after all. No slovenly desk jockeys trudging to work on the weekends out here. It really was a nice place, peaceful and quiet. That's different. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around. Ah, good day. Good day. Oh, you would be Maibara-kun, I believe. My 2 companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All these passers-by even knew my name. When did I become this famous? We passed 3 people, and when all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid. Ah, it's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone since there are so few people here in Hinamizawa. I will completely butcher the pronunciation of that every time. So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume that it's Maibara fella who just moved here. Yeah, that's how it works out. It's a process of elimination you can only pull off in a place like this, but it was quite effective. From now on, I'd better make sure to maintain a good reputation. The day I'm discovered accidentally gawking at a dirty magazine in the bookstore, I can expect all the villagers labelling me as a lech by the next day. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. What? That's not the end of this nightmare. Of course I know them. The first person we met was old man Takazo from the Makino bike shop. His hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute. Keiichi thinking he was crotcher, as usual. Next we met the grocer's second son, Daisuke-kun. His hobby is sharpshooting, he hopes to be an ace sniper in the future. And the person we just met was Mio-san, the nurse from the clinic. Her hobbies are birdwatching and photography. You know the names of everyone we passed by, and even their profiles? Being my surprise, Mio and Rena exchanged looks and burst into laughter. Well, yeah. Not like the city where people hardly know their neighbours. Then let's try it out. Oh no. You there, who am I? Ah, you're Keiichi Maibara. You say some mean things, but you're actually a kind, shy person. It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately you switched over to wearing boxers, didn't you? That's enough. Boxers? Enough of that. What the fuck? Apparently there's absolutely nothing you can keep hidden here. Hinamizawa-za is not a place to be trifled with. Change the name of it from Hinamizawa to Hinamizawa-za. What the fuck? This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around. That's right. We're parading around like this after all. Do you all think so too? Keiichi-chan is fitting right in here in Hinamizawa. Slight mispronunciation, I went, balls. The population in Hinamizawa is shrinking, so the villagers welcome anybody who's near here. I thought about brushing it off with something to the effect of "you're kidding me," but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved into a city like this before? Thinking about that made me believe what they said wasn't a joke after all. We passed another person. Of course, we were all called out to again the same way. Oh my, good day. It's wonderful seeing you getting along. This lady here is Fujishima-san. Good day. Oh my, Maibara-kun, how wonderful you having a lovely girl on each arm. Oh no. How are you? Getting used to life here? Instead of regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in the city, I responded with an emphatic nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing her appreciation of how energetic I was. Good. As I looked back over to Reno and Mion, they gave me a wink. So now then, about time to have lunch, maybe? Maybe? Rena's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that both Mion and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other. I'm a man, I'll do what I can. But it's just too much. It's fine, Kei-chan, leave this to the old man. Mion has never seemed as reliable as she does right now. I expect no less from the class representative. You know, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere with a good view. Yes. Oh, God. Good idea, I agree. Rena nodded her head happily in response to Mion's proposal. What even? Cresting the top of a stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination appeared before us. It had worn down a bit through the years, but the fallen leaves had been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling. What an old guy Mion is, I know, right? Puts me to shame. Welcome back, Lydia. Sneaking back in. Pick you up and plop you on my lap. Prime cuddle spot. This here is the Furude Shrine. It's probably the place with the best view around. I'll tell you about Keiichi's crotch there, Jesus. This place, be sure to remember it. On our next break, a festival will be held here. Got sent into home bargains. I miss home bargains. Ah. It's a bit too early in the season for a festival. The Watanagashi isn't summer festival. Long ago, it used to be a celebration at the end of winter. I was embarrassed for assuming the festivals had to be held in the summer. Lydia back on the lemming. Spread out the lunchboxes, and there. Various coloured lunchboxes were placed one after the other on top of the plastic sheet. Sure did smell delicious. Oh, there's more going on. It was Rena's home cooking. It went without saying that it would be delicious. But is it even possible to finish all of this? Hey, Mion, it'll take more than just a good view to get this all down, you know. Oh, no. Good afternoon. It was Riki-chan and Satoko. Why are they here? The fuck is this bit of music? Who can play this game? Oh, good God. If you two want to be mlemming something, you can come over and mlem me all day long. Why are they here? Mion groaned over at me. I see, this was his secret plan to power in numbers. Give my thanks, Mion. Following up when all the pieces are in place is my specialty. Behold, Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, the music really does suggest that. Which has had to come since there was such a commotion. What is the meaning of this? Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. A handmade gourmet meal by Rena. And it's happening with the music, I know, right? I can see that much. Why have you laid out a tarp on our property? The temple is public grounds, it's not yours. Keiichi is right. This is everyone's property. Wow, Riki-chan is such a good girl. Have a seat. Eat with us. After opening up a spot for Riki-chan, I'll probably turn my back on Satoko. Hold on 1 second. Where's my spot? No spot for you and nothing for you to eat. Don't worry, there's some for you too. None. I'll eat all of hers. I will not allow that, Rika. Here, chopsticks. Both Satoko and I leapt at the boxes, having it out with each other. Man, really, Kei-chan? You're really good at leading people on. You might have a talent for this. Oh, God. Why did you put it that way? Have a plate. One for me-chan and Riki-chan too. Rena whipped out pairs of chopsticks and paper plates. If you don't hurry, it'll all be eaten up. Keiichi and Satoko arch nemesis. Yeah. That's right. Okay. Shall we commence this battle? Please eat a lot. There's enough for everyone. Rena said she opened up a thermos. Just then I realised that this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eating. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different. I'm not allowed to have this hamburger. Using your elbows against the rules, Satoko. Grabbing the back of my collar is also against the rules. It was a tough battle, blocking her with full momentum and an elbow in the opening moves. Satoko appeared to have the upper hand, but the difference in our proficiency with chopsticks proved to be fatal and gave me the upper hand. Ah, last meatball! Satoko Hojo had been bested. Nom! This food battle is exactly what would happen if you got me, Vespa, and Lydia in the same room. Stoke and I amiably began choking at the same time, falling backwards and spasming. Rika-chan patted me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. Who's who? Oh, God, I don't even want to think about that. I think that made Rena blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It was almost like flowers were floating all around her. Rena advised Rena to refrain from saying anything that could get her locked up. I'd like to believe I'm Rika. Yeah, I can see that, Vesp. I really can. And I think Lydia is a cross between Miko and Rena. That's how our mutuals usually go. I'll do anything in my power, just so things can stay like this. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they could begin talking. Receiving tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh. I do wonder why there's so few words in Japanese to praise how something tastes. Isn't it because the idea of togetherness during a meal didn't begin until the modern era? Seems that long ago people ate in silence. It must have made the people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think? Probably because back then people were busy even while eating and didn't have time to compliment the flavour. It's just you. But you know, just hearing that it's good makes me happy. That my effort was worth it, I mean. She blushed a little as she said that. It was delicious. With absolute perfect timing, Rika-chan struck Rena directly with praise. It was super effective. She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence. After Rena uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke rose from her head with an audible poof. Oh no, not the face again. Ow. Rika-chan, I'm gonna take you home. No, I mean, thank you. It was really delicious. Rena flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika-chan, rubbing her cheek against her so hard you could almost hear it. To reward Rika-chan for her praise, ta-da! These are special. 2 apple rabbits. After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrust them towards Rika-chan. Who's Rena then? I don't know anyone who goes into that kind of cute overdrive. After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way. Oh no. What is this, Toko? What's with that defiant look? Has everyone prepared proper praise to receive apples from Rina-san? Don't push yourself. What kind of praise can you think of with your weak vocab? Oh, well then. Allow me to show you. After Toko flashed me on with a defiant look, she changed the tone of her voice suddenly. Hey. So Rena One-chan's lunch? Toko thought it was yummy too. Toko looked over her poutily while talking cutesy. Oh no. What? How was that praise? That's not even persuasion by tears, that's persuasion by cuteness, isn't it? This is Rena Limited's special skill. She blushed and her head spun, waving around in circles. God. Don't fall for it, Rena. Oh, how? Of course, I was asking the impossible. Rena glomped to Toko and began to rub her cheek against her. Cute. Toko is so cute. Take you home. How? Swish. Stab. Push. The Toko was also presented with apple rabbits. After stuffing them into her mouth, she looked over at Mion and me again with that defiant gaze. It took only 5 seconds to take down Rena. That's unfair, to think she has such a trick. If it upsets you so much, why not reward Rena-san with some praise? He's going to die from cute overdose at this rate. Oh, I thought we were witnesses for kidnapping. Not wrong. Damn it. That's a dirty trick. First of all, that wasn't even praise. Toko, you think you've won with that, don't you? How about I show you guys something much better than your superficial gimmicks? That sounds great, Mion. What kind of trick is it? Kei-chan's going to be the one who does it. What? Oh, well, have you shown me then? The writing of an old maid. The plan of attack suggested was wicked, but it was the only thing we had to beat Toko. After sipping my tea, I started talking, very naturally and calmly. Perfectly. It really is good, isn't it? This is all freshly made, right? No. Actually, most of it, almost all of it, was frozen stuff. Then which ones did you make fresh? Well, it's embarrassing. Do I really have to say? Must I? The synergy of boy plus handmade lunchbox, her expression had melted into euphoria. What the fuck is that? Boy plus handmade lunchbox? I don't even. So I've got Dash to get ready. No problem at all, Torian. That's coming as long as you did, and see you later. I think I'm gonna have to do that. Boy plus handmade lunchbox. Oh, that's the YouTube title. I already know. This one, right? Marina turned even deeper shade of red. The words "I can't believe it" practically written on her face. Maybe it's a euphemism. How can you tell? How that I made it? Of course, Mino told me beforehand. Been perfect so far. After acting like I was shy, I waited a beat. Next would be the finisher. It had your smell. Oh my god! What the fuck? I'm sort of thinking of it as crotch cane. I just... Oh god, why? Silence enveloped the area. Rina, face still completely red, froze solid. With a small yelp, Satoko also blushed. Of course I did too. I sure would like to try one of Rina's handmade apple rabbits. Or something. Oh my good god. Even if this was all because I was competing against Satoko, it felt like I crossed the line by a good 9 yards, I think. At that moment... Whoosh. It was a Tupperware container filled with rabbits. Him calling it here gets very distracted and tired to read. No problem at all, Widgren. That's coming as long as you didn't. See you later. To anyone else having the time of my life here, I am what the fucking out. Please eat some Keiichi-kun. There's plenty for you. Well, instantly dozens of the apples are shoved into my mouth, knocking me over. What the fuck? Okay, say Keiichi-kun. Tee. My head was forcibly laid upon her lap and even more apples were shoved into my mouth. While she was squealing, one apple after another was forced into my mouth. More and more apples. Yeah, that's about right. Both Ride and Vesp. Nail on the head there. That's how Keiichi dies. Death by apples. How about them apples? How about them apples, Satoko? Looks like we win. Hey Chan, that was a beautiful sacrifice. How's that, Satoko? This is our complete victory, isn't it? I can't believe it. Such trickery. You know what? No. Saying I can't believe it means I have to wrap this up by 1.
No way! I can't believe this!
Had to have been done. Had to have been done. I can't believe it. Yeah, such trickery. Oh god. They're just memming everyone. Wait, I didn't get memmed! Oh, I'm a sad dragon now. Didn't know Eggman voiced Satoko. Doesn't bother me at all. Satoko ground her teeth, mortified. We did it. I claim victory as my consciousness drifted slow away from me. Fine, there's one. Yay, I got them! Let me right back, Vess. At that time, Rhea stopped her squealing as she suddenly realized something. Rika-chan, you're not eating it? Did the salt water make it too strong, maybe? Maybe? Thank you for the hydration reminder, Vesp. Looking over, Rika-chan had pulled the toothpick out of the apple rabbit, placed it into her cupped hands, and seemed to be at a loss of what to do. Salt water? Yeah. I can imagine it. Takes away the sweetness of the apple. And probably preserves it. And stop it from going brown. Poor Mr. Rabbit, I feel sorry for him. I want to save him. Whee! The fuck was that noise? That was the sound of blood spurting from Rena's nose. Cute. Oh, God. Tonight I'll take you home. She shook sporadically, her head wobbling back and forth. Then coming back to her senses, she took all of the apples around me, gathered them up with a whip, 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 and fixed them back upon a plate. What the fuck? That'll all just fine, Kay? Here, I'll give them to you, Rika-chan. Kay? Kay? Souls could be easy cooking. It can. Rika-chan raised up Satoko's hand like a referee after having that plate of rabbit shoved to her. She whispered, "This is our victory." What? A comeback? Yes, oh no, hell no. I just don't care anymore. Thus, my sacrifice ended up being in vain. What the fuck even is this anymore? Most of the luck gifts elude. Have you been looting up my DMs again, Lydia? You have. Fever dream. This is Higurashi, baby. Remember was Rena's smell. I don't even know what the fuck just happened. It was a fun-filled, crazy day. But as soon as the sun began to set, the end of the day really did come quickly. Later, Rena and Kei-chan, see you tomorrow. Thanks for taking me on, I had a great time. See you tomorrow. Toko and Rika-chan went home as well. We parted ways with Mion, and it ended with just Rena and myself enjoying the evening air on our way home. Don't want to rebound eventually hard. Wow. How's it coming today, Keiichi-kun? Was it fun? Yeah, lots of fun. Almost feels like a waste to go home now. Ah, then, well, would you mind taking a little detour, maybe? Maybe? A detour? Is it far? What have you done, Lydia? It's a bit of a walk, but it won't take long. Since we've been walking around all day, I must have seemed a bit tired. Not feeling like teasing Rena, I quietly nodded. I leaned forward to one, my chest muscles cramped. Oh, nasty. This is going to sound a lot lewder than it's intended, but I'll quite happily massage it better for you. That was not meant lewdly. For once. Watery. Not at all. No, usually I'm not at all ashamed about being lewd towards Lydia. Traversing a small path up a small hill, the land suddenly stretched out before us. There, what looked like the remains of a dilapidated construction site came into view. Lewdest. And towards Vespa as well, of course. And Ride. A large heap of garbage spread out off towards the swamp. Probably illegal dumping. I recall it being in the newspaper. Our construction site. Oh no. It's been quite a while. I wonder what's here. When you said it's been a while, you mean the business you had here? What was with this garbage pile? It's not garbage. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that thing? Oh dear. I'm worried. To me, it's a pile of treasure. Rena had already entered that well-known cute mode of hers. So that meant there was something cute here? Oh, a new pile. I can't wait, I can't wait. She bounded up the unstable slope. I expect no less from a born and bred country girl. Hey, wait, I'm coming. Whoa. My city-raised self was completely pitiful. It's alright, just stay right there, Keiichi-kun. It won't take long. Rena kindly declined my accompaniment. Don't fall. Watch your step. I'm fine, I'm fine. This is nothing at all. Literally bounding up the heap of trash, Rena disappeared over the other side. I didn't like being left behind, but I was still pretty tired from the whole day, so I just ended up waiting. With lively Rena around, the surrounding area quickly fell into silence. The cry of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. Fairly exhausted, I began to feel a little sleepy. Just then, the sudden noise of scattering pebbles alerted me to someone's presence. Startled, I turned around. It was a trash pan, who knew? Standing there was a typical-looking photographer. What the fuck is typical about that? There's exactly nothing typical about that. You could grind meat on those abs. What the fuck? His face is kind of typical, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, his face is just, everything from the face, from, like, this part of here there, the under lip line, down, that is not typical. Man, it's built. It's typical. I would love to see what is regarded as being jacked then, if that's typical. He spied over me through his camera. His body was tanned and fit. My name is Div Membrane, I'm 12 years. Bring? What the fuck? What the fuck autocorrects there? But something about him seemed unreliable. He had a bit of an aloof air about him. Well, it didn't seem like he was a bad guy in any case. Whoa, you surprised me. Although startled when I turned around, he overplayed his reaction. Autocorrected at its finest, yeah. That was my line. I'm the one who's surprised here. My bad. I didn't mean to startle you. Are you from Hinamizawa? Hinamizawa. I gather that he wasn't from that question. Unfazed by my suspicious outlook, he introduced himself without my prompting. There we go. Thank you, Lydia. I'm Tomitake. He can't be trusted, just look at his nipples. Oh my god, they're gone! Freelance photographer. I come to Hinamizawa from time to time. I didn't ask who you were. Quite rude to photograph someone without consent, one would think. My bad. I mainly photograph wild birds. They can't refuse, you see. Ah. So what, you're saying I'm the same as the birds? No, well, you see, that image of a young man in the twilight was just picturesque. I apologise for trying to take your picture without asking. Adults are pretty slick. All that annoyance I felt for just being startled just flew away as he buttered me up. What the fuck? I had no intention of hanging around with this guy trying to get cozy with me, except it didn't seem like Rena would be back soon. But this older guy, Tomitake-san, he didn't mind my cautious responses and continued rambling on by himself. Praising Keiichi, I know, right? Keiichi-kun, sorry to keep you waiting. Finished now. Rena popped her head out from one of the lower piles of garbage and waved her hand. You have someone with you? What would she be doing over there? That's what I wanted to know. No. Maybe she's checking on that dismembered corpse that was out here long ago. What? Tomitake-san looked shaken up by that for a moment. Uh-oh, I responded like I would if I was talking to Rena and the others. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. What? What the fuck? Ah, Keiichi-kun, sorry to keep you. You were waiting a while, I guess. I best leave you two lovebirds alone. Again, my apologies for startling you, Keiichi-kun. I have several questions. Yeah! Tomazaki-san short suggestedly, then disappeared into the twilight. You heard nothing. Apparently. Mr. Moon tries to retort, put me off a bit. Keiichi-kun, are you angry? Why, I wonder? It wasn't Rina's fault, so I decided to just brush it off for now. There are no questions to be asked. Quietly hoards Elioli. No. Bad. You should not hoard. I will come and share. I'll blame everything. Blame all of it, and I'll not blame you. How was it? Find a treasure trove? Oh yes, so listen. You see, there was a Colonel Sanders doll. What the fuck? Just let me remind you, this isn't a slice of life visual novel. Yeah. And on that note, I'm going to take another beer back. I return. Sorry about that. Thing. Once again, I say, well, the actual goddamn fuck, yeah. Is it true? Aww. Pets. Get pets, pet. All the pets and scritches for Lydia. A Colonel Sanders doll? Oh, that thing. Those statues they always have in front of that fried chicken place. That life-size tummy. That fried chicken place. Look who's trying not to get sued. Yes, Colonel Sanders. How cute. I want to take it home. I couldn't tell how she decides what's cute or not, but, well, she seems to want it. It's garbage, right? No one would care if you just take it home, right? It's become the base of another pile. I can't dig it out easily. There's no lamppost over there, so it'll get dark pretty soon. Mina seemed quite down about finding a treasure and not being able to bring it back. Colonel Sanders is the epitome of cute. I mean, there is that dating sim that's all about trying to romance him. I'll help you out. To repay you for that delicious picnic you prepared today. How? Thank you. Birds headed home to roost proclaimed that now nightfall would soon be upon us. Keiichi-kun is going to help. I can take Colonel Sanders home. How? Mina staggered along as if intoxicated in her dreamy state of mind. Who needs recourse to Toko when you have Colonel Sanders? I tried asking her in a way that wouldn't take her out of her cheery state, Hey, Rena. Long ago, did something happen here? I forgot about that day scene. I saw someone play through it. It's wild. Seems like they were building a dam here. I don't know the details, though. How? Just wondering if you knew about it, you know. An accident or something. I don't know. Her tone was disturbingly frank. Oh. It sounded more like a denial than an answer. I must have appeared rather dumbstruck. Rena quickly lightened her expression. Actually, I didn't live here until a year ago. Huh? You transferred here too? I was sure that... So you see, I don't really know much from before that. Sorry. Don't really know, don't want to talk about it. That was the kind of feeling she gave me. Think about it, of course it would be like that. This wasn't the type of thing girls would enjoy talking about. There's Higurashi. Yeah, that was a bit sudden. It's quite a disturbing incident. It seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms. It's just like Tomitaki-san said. I had a feeling only Higurashi would know. What the fuck? What the fuck? You received new tips. The Maebara Mansion, the dam site murder dismemberment, newspaper edition. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So Kei-chan, you're not stinking rich? Why is this all of a sudden? Did I come to school in a limo before? How much do you get for a monthly allowance? About $10. I want to go home. Oh wait, I am at home. Fine, that's a rather plebeian amount. His lunch is made up of normal stuff. He isn't rich. What are they talking about? To be asked out of nowhere how much I get and then told that's a plebeian amount. Ah, sorry. Mia seemed to pick up on my dubious expression and started giggling. Kei-chan, your house, you know, it's pretty big, yeah? So the architecture has some people all around Hinamizawa calling it the Maebara Manor, and it sort of stands out. Maebara Manor? Since the house is so big, everyone is gossiping, wondering exactly how rich you are. I see. Now I get it. Well, the frame of it is huge. I see how it could cause some misunderstandings. From my deduction, I wager they spent too much money on building the house, and that's why they're now broke. Being broke, how very, very unfortunate. Riki-chan took pity on me as she patted my head. I go from being treated like a millionaire to a beggar. Yeah, sorry for ruining your imagination, but we aren't millionaires or poor. We're the image of a normal average household. You can't call it normal with that huge house. The entranceway is all grand and the gate is large enough for a large truck to get through. That's not normal at all. Do say the bigger your house, the more prosperous you are. The reason the house is so big is because Dad's studio is in it too. There are a bunch of different workshops and lots of his work's hung at different places. What did we take to end up on this crazy trip? I do not know. I don't know. No idea. All of them are huge too. For those reasons, the family actually uses only a third of the house for day-to-day living. He planned out so people and cars could come in and see the gallery he opens up in the house someday. People and cars could come in? What the fuck? By the way, the entrance Mion is talking about is the one for the studio, and it's normally sealed off. The entranceway the Maebara family actually uses is a very plain and simple one. The interior is much different from how it looks on the outside. I'd really like a chance to explore Kei-chan's house. Claiming not to be rich but having a home like that. What could be hidden up there? Maybe there's something cute hidden. How? They probably had no money to purchase furniture, so it's filled with Spartan rooms. If there are carpeted rooms, I would love to try rolling around on the floor. What the fuck, Rika? That'd be great, so great. I want to roll around too. Pokey gets what Pokey wants. I'm still blaming Mal. Mal is the reason I'm doing this. Seems like their imaginations were just piling on. Well, sometime in the near future, it wouldn't be too bad to invite them all to my house. There's a sucker for ladies, so you might even let them look around this studio. The The cry of the Higurashi crescendoed, and the sky towered over everything. It was hot, but the air was clear. It smelled like the beginning of summer. Malastart Pokey the end. So Pokey is the one who encouraged me to download this. Mal's the one who started up I was going to be streaming this for the one-off game stream challenge. Who's in the middle? Well, I would say you, Lydia, but that's usually only when it's me, you, and Vesp, or Ride, or Callie. Or all of the above. Pokey of the end. Oh, this isn't going to be good. From the June XX 1979 edition. The Shishibone City Okonomiya Police Station, June XX, late at night. So, anyone hears a murder? Suspects were arrested on suspicion of murder and improper disposal of a corpse. The main offender, has been added to the wanted list nationwide. According to our sources, the 6 suspects were at the Hinamizawa Dam construction site workroom on the at 9 PM. Myrtle! Where they are suspected to have assaulted and murdered the site overseer as a group, dismembering his body and hiding it. On the at 8 o'clock in the morning, a report was filed by the Shishibone City Hospital in which a male suspect alluded to having murdered Mr. When questioned at the police station, the individual confessed to the crime. Since a portion of the body was recovered at the location he gave, he was arrested that afternoon on suspicion of murder and mutilation of a corpse. The rest of the suspects were arrested the same day, but the main culprit is still at large. Police are currently on his trail. The motive is purported to be a drunken verbal dispute during which he killed the victim in a fit of anger. However, as there are multiple inconsistencies with their testimonies, the investigation is still ongoing. Well, that took a tone shift. That took an absolute tone shift. And one that must have ended only in Myrtle! Look, I don't have a stream deck, so I can't do sound effects. I have to jump into Discord voice chat. I haven't found one of his arms. Yep, it's fine. It's fine. You know, if the body's reanimated, he's gonna be armless. A Colonel Sanders. Ah, of course, that's right up her alley. I understand her wanting to take home Satoko and Rika-chan, but I can't understand the Colonel Sanders. What's so good about that four-eyed geezer? The animated corpses? How stupid. Oh no. Why would that happen? Oh no. Probably better to hear it from Rena, don't you think? She'll probably just say, because it's just so cute, though. Does Rena often go to the construction site to hunt for treasure? Every now and then she says she's going to have a look. But a girl her age rummaging around in garbages, well, if Rena enjoys it, then I think it's fine. What were they doing over there? Damn construction? It had been bugging me since yesterday like an itch I couldn't scratch. Haha, it was cancelled a long time ago. Everyone gathered together and fought against it. Hearing an anonymous word like fought came from Rika-chan's mouth startled me. That's right, it was unbelievable. They said that Hinamizawa will be sunk into the reservoir and that we had no say in the matter. So I'm only able to be here because the protest succeeded. I'm sorry. I didn't keep you, did I? Did I? My deepest apologies, Keiichi-san. It took me a while to powder my nose. Satoko, wait, to use the can you really have to go? It's a lot easier since it shoots right out. What? How dare you speak that way to a maiden of unparalleled beauty such as myself? Who's she calling a maiden? If Satoko really was a maiden, she wouldn't have reacted like that. Usual hijinks ensued. Now then, gentlemen, in accordance with the rules of the society, I bring a point to discussion. He, Keiichi Mabara-kun, wishes to be included as a member in our activities. What say you? Rena has no objection. Oh, I wonder if the likes of this peasant is up to the task. Me and Satoko both approve. The three that Mion had queried voiced their approval. A unanimous decision. Congratulations, Keiichi Mabara-kun. I present you the honor of being allowed to take the entrance exam for our club. Start from the beginning. I didn't say I would join. What club is this? What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities under different sets of rules. Sometimes they're in your favour, and sometimes they work against you. Fuck. I'm pretty weak, so I prefer if you didn't single me out. Let's try to get along. You're so naive, Rena. The law of the jungle is survival of the fittest. This was starting to sound a bit sketchy. So what kind of club was it? To sum it up, it's a club where we play games together. Big-chan was the only one to answer my question with a pertinent response. So basically, this club put Mion's hobby of collecting games to use, by playing the various games that Mion had hoarded every day. It seemed that depending on the day, there were prizes for the winner or a penalty for the person who finished in last place. I'll make this clear right now, we aren't playing house here. You should treat each win or loss as if your life depends on it, alright? What's wrong with just having fun? Don't make it sound so crazy. The first rule of our society, aim only for first place. Going at it half-assed just because it's a game is not allowed. Rule number 2 of our society, for that reason you are obligated to make all possible efforts. The way Satoko said it sounded like she was saying use any means necessary. Of course, I'll do my best too. I'm pretty weak, but I'm trying my best. I knew what they were trying to say. In a game where everybody is aiming for the top, it's rather unsportsmanlike to play just for fun. Alright, then I too will go all out. With that, I was finally ready for the rite of initiation, my baptism into the club. Oh god, punishment seed time. Oh, and it's strawberry iced. Yay. I'll be glad when these are gone. No. Oh god. The strawberry ones hit faster than the other ones. God, that's so bad. Yeah. A word of warning, K-chan. Rating can get pretty nasty. This initiation looks like it's going to be rough. Thank you for the hydration, my shadow. Why did I say your full name? Thank you for making me wet, Ride. There you go. Oh, Lydia wants me to do a British recharge. Do I have enough? Let's be right back 2 seconds so I can actually fill the kettle. Wow. Don't worry, Vesp. You'll have your chance to make me wet as well, as will Lydia. Okay, I'm back. Hydration has been taken. British recharge is happening right now. It's been a ride hard just a bit, yeah. Merlin began fishing around in the student lockers in the back of the room. Ooh. And that is precisely one of the ways that Vesp can get me wet. They're talking about AI on the TV. Huh. Wait, the good kind or the bad kind? They have games here at the school? Well, it's club equipment, so I guess that's fine. Complicated games will put K-chan at a disadvantage. So today we'll play a game that you should be familiar with. Concerns about it. Oh, yeah, because I know that the head of AI at Google stepped down and gave a warning as he was leaving. He was like, yo, we really shouldn't be doing the kind of stuff we're doing with AI. How about a standard card game? Like Old Bachelor. The fuck is Old Bachelor? Alright, let's do this. Can't really get into it unless there's a penalty. This time, the loser will be sentenced to having their face drawn on. What do you think? Whoa, whoa, it won't be oil-based paint, right? Right? The fuck was that noise? I don't even know. Very anime. Oil-based face painting with oil-based paint. That's perfect. Soko cheered the idea on. She didn't even flinch at the thought of such a severe penalty. Seemed like she was raring to go. It's going to be like this, and I can't lose either. I'll just cut the deck and start dealing. Old Bachelor is pretty much the same as Old Maid. I don't even know what Old Maid is. There's only one difference. There's no Joker. In its place, one card is pulled out at the start, meaning there will be one card without a match left over at the end. You don't know which card will end up being the Joker. It's a pretty thrilling game. I'll take out the card now. I took out one card and left it face down on the table. Everyone stared at the card intently. Well, it'd be pretty obvious in the end game. No way to tell at the start. But the rest of them were very serious. They didn't seem as relaxed as I was. They compared their cards to the one face down, all the while gauging each other's reactions. It was as if they could see what the face down card was. It's fucking music change. I know, right? We've just gone completely, anime action. And apparently my model is freaking out to the music, but it's actually just the kettle that's picking up. No, it couldn't be. This deck is pretty worn out. No way. Can everyone tell by the scratches what the card on the table is? Remember the second rule of our society. Keiichi-san must try his hardest to win as well. A number of cards are quite unique, Keiichi-kun. Should be able to remember them pretty quickly. She said that so matter-of-factly. Suits me, fine. This fight for survival needs music to fit. Don't think a little thing like that could be your crutch. I lashed out angrily, but it's rather obvious I was at a disadvantage. After all, they'd gone so far as to memorise the wear and tear for each individual card. This wasn't a simple game of Old Bachelor. If this was a test, then they were playing with the answer sheet in front of them. What the fuck was that noise again? Bring it. I'll take advantage of your carelessness and beat you at your own game. That baseless confidence would soon be crushed. Hee. How about I tell you your hand starting from the right? 3, 4, 9, Jack, Queen. Wow. By the way, the Bachelor is the Jack of Diamonds. Ah! I can tell what they are even if you switch them around. I'm out. I thought I was prepared, but for it to be this brutal, just overwhelming. Demons, you're all demons. Rina isn't a demon, are you? Sorry, Keiichi-kun. This is the Three of Hearts, isn't it? I'm out. The fuck with that noise? Ah! Not even a hint of mercy. Rina, even Rika-chan. These club activities weren't to be trifled with. An alumnus of this club would literally survive in the cruelest of situations. Let's boil, it's time to pour the tea. This is high octane action, I'll have you know. Yeah, apparently. That sound of doomsday. I think so. For our entire class, the self-detonating coals strapped to their necks and were dropped into a death match on a deserted island. These guys would probably take it to the fish-like water. Like a fish to water. What the fuck? I can already picture their joy as they hunt down each of their classmates. What? It's a lowest point system. The order itself dictates the points. Whoever has lowest point total wins. Since Keiichi finished last, he has 5 points. There's already a 5 marked down on my scoreboard. I think it's unfair to Keiichi-kun if we don't use a new deck. Fine, it's fine. Kei-chan is a man after all. He can turn the tables even if the odds are stacked against him, right? What the fuck is this? It's fitting for a lowly peasant to scamper home and soak their pillow in tears, don't you think? Jesus Christ, Sakoto! What the fuck? A petite hand laid itself on top of my head, which was trembling from uncontainable frustration. It was Rika-chan's. Keep on fighting, yeah! Thanks to Rika-chan's word of encouragement, I was able to calm down. Soko going for the jugular, yeah! You need to be calm, especially when you're cornered. That's the power I could muster during this crisis. Think goody, Keiichi Mabara. Take your time and look at the cards carefully. Just as Rina said, each card has its own distinct markings that made them stand out. Memorizing them should be pretty simple. Think about what you can do in this situation. Try everything in your power to improve your chances of victory. Oh. Whoa, great Keiichi-kun, just like that! I cover the uniquely marked cards with my hands, or other cards, arrange them in such a way they couldn't be seen. Lily doing a victory pose. One with the ripped corner should be the 5, and I'm out. I couldn't let any of those precious hints slip by me. All information is a weapon. Then it was my turn. Toko found out her cards for me. You see, I want the 7. Is it this one? I wonder about that. You won't know unless you take it. There was a bit of dismay in her expression. Remember how they were talking about murder and dismemberment about half an hour ago? I know, right? Like she doesn't want it taken, that kind of expression. I won't let that momentary lapse slip by me. I know! This one! Got it! 7 of spades! What the fuck? This is so anime. A cheer of ooh rang out. What's this? The 7 should be the hardest one of all to tell apart. For memorizing the markings, those slight changes in her expression as I was selecting a card were enough. Can't hide it from me, Kei-chan. This mark means it's the 2 of diamonds. What? She was startled by her own misread. Of course everyone else was too. Whoa. It's rare that Mi-chan gets a card wrong. No. Kei-chan, could it be you? They told them apart by different marks. That mark was a nail scratch, so I put a new one on it. Oh my god. What the fuck is this? Are you saying he disguised it as the 2 of diamonds? An impressive show of wit. Keiichi landed a clean hit. Clap, clap, clap. It's great, Keiichi-kun. That was an incredible match, you know? Having defeated the Forerunner Mion, my brilliant battle left me ecstatic. But by total points, though, it was always set in stone that Mion would win and I would finish last. I laughed hoarsely, selecting the tone of my voice carefully to get on Mion's nerves. Well, I'm going to end up the loser, but I'm satisfied with one-upping Mion at the end. That should be the proverbial slap in the face to Mion, who was at the top already and ensured victory. Even if Kei-chan gets first place this round, he'll still end up last place overall. Don't you hate that? Of course I do. Let's have a duel. One chance. If you win, then we'll swap first and last place. How about it? You up for it? She fell for it. A chance for an upset that wouldn't be possible without goading her into it. One chance, you say? Let me hear the rules. Imagine this with voices. Oh god. Oh god. Mion discarded 2 cards from her hand and replaced one with a Joker card that was on the table, then shuffled the resulting hand behind her back. The card on my right or the card on my left? If Kei-chan can guess which hand the Joker's in, then he wins. When you turned around just now, you didn't pull out the Joker, did you? If you lose, I'll show her the cards in the other hand. Okay? The other 3 gulped nervously at the unexpected turn of events. Alright, you've got it. Mion grasped 1 card in each hand and thrust them out at me. First, I need to inspect them closely. The card on the right had no distinguishing marks. I couldn't tell which one it was. Which one, I wonder? Keiichi-kun, be careful. Yeah, of course, this is my chance for a big comeback. Looking closely at the card on the left, I saw a little wear. It wasn't one I had seen before. It wasn't one I hadn't seen before. Ah, that card is... I didn't let that bit from Satoko slip by me. Mion clucked her tongue. I didn't recognise the mark on the left card from the small number that I had memorised. I didn't know what the left card was, but I could tell from Satoko's reaction that the card had already appeared during the game. Since it already appeared before, it meant that it definitely wasn't the Joker. Oh, Kei-chan thinks that is the one on the right. Will you choose that one then? Will you? The left card definitely wasn't the Joker. If I could trust that theory, then I should have been able to declare that the card on the right was the Joker. Even without Mion's taunting, the one on the right was the most suspicious. But wasn't it a bit too rash to decide based solely on Satoko's reaction? More carefully. Ah! I remember now. That mark, the left card, no doubt about it. The 7 of clubs. It's the 7 of clubs, I see. I've won. The card on the left was the 7 of clubs. So that meant the card on the right was the Joker. then just before my hand touched the right card, I froze. I would expect no less from you. There was a wave of murmurs amongst the onlookers as my son Holt, right before I confirmed the right card was the Joker. Sleep calls, have a good one. No problem at all, Vesp. Thanks for coming as long as you did. I'll see you later. Have yourself a good sleep. Huh? What could Keiichi-san possibly be saying? I mean, the left one is... Oh, what makes you so certain that the right card one isn't the Joker, Kei-chan? You're gonna let loose an unexpected question. Everyone else was baffled. I don't know what the card on the right could be, but I know that the one on the left is the Seven of Clubs. Then, doesn't that leave the right one as the Joker? One of them has to be the Joker, right? Yeah. One of these, those are the Joker, right? Keiichi has good intuition. Huh? Rika-chan, what do you mean by... So basically, the Seven of Clubs, I discarded that by matching it with Satoko's Seven of Spades earlier. Everyone's attention snapped to the discard pile at the same time. The truth of the matter couldn't be discerned from that sloppy pile. So that means Mion pocketed one of the discarded cards, then lined it over the left card, and that means... I see, I get it. This left card's been disguised as the Seven of Clubs, right? It was the first time since the start of the match that a shadow ran across Mion's expression, and I didn't let that slip by. Then with a grand flourish, I declared it loudly. The Joker is the left one! What in the Phoenix Wright 8 eternity was that bollocks? It was an intense moment. The 1 second felt like an eternity for everyone there. Breaking that silence, the first one to speak was Mion. Voice out the emotion once it does start getting scary. I mean, we've had a couple of, unsettling parts already, so yeah, I can imagine. Being the first present to this club, I've been witness to a variety of performances. Kei-chan, yours is the best. The best of the best of the best. That was probably the greatest compliment Mion could give. Mion accepted her defeat, dropping the cards from both hands. My comeback victory. Fuck. Rika-chan placed her hand on my head and began petting it, congratulating me on my victory. Huh? Rika-chan is... Reina and Satoko gaped at us if they had seen a ghost. What is it, Reina? Not if I cheated or anything, right? This was fair and square. Rika, only pet someone on the head to console them. What's the meaning of... At that moment, Reina let out a small shriek. Keiichi-kun! This is how it was? This sounds like the PS3 sprites. You know, Kei-chan, I thought you'd read into it that far. Everyone froze. No, it was just me. It was a gamble. If you had just jumped to conclusions like a little brat, then I would have lost. It was the answer everyone was certain about. Mion picked up the card from the losing hand. Kei-chan, you know you should take pride in this loss. She turned it around. That was the card that proclaimed the victory of this duel. The card under the Seven of Clubs. Unbelievable, it was the Two of Diamonds. It was the setup behind the setup. If I just picked the right one without reading so deeply into it, I, Mion Sonozaki, as the club president, accept Keiichi Mabara's membership into our club. As I sunk to my knees, dazed, everyone let out a round of applause for the excellent effort I gave despite my defeat. There's no jacked photographer on the PS3. What the fuck? 0 out of 10. Match is now over. Today's victor is me, Mion Sonozaki, and our exalted loser is Keiichi Mabara. Everyone made a commotion, applauding cheerfully. I felt I was bested, but it was so soundly beaten it unexpectedly felt rather refreshing. Yeah, she looks typical. Oh, I like the jacked photographer guy, because he looks typical, jacked as all fuck. It's like, what the fuck is that typical? When Mi-chan pulled that little trick behind her back, I got excited, thinking she's going to do it again. When Keiichi's hand stopped the moment before touching the correct card, I thought he fell for it. He fell for it quite handily. Huh? Hey, wait. All of them knew from the start and still got so excited so earnestly? Everyone got excited to make it more fun. You're all demons, you monsters. Now then, Kei-chan, it's time for your penalty. Since it's your first day of participating, I'll go easy, okay? It would be a problem if you refused to come to school. The other three members held down my arms and shoulders firmly. Mion approached, licking her lips. Her right hand went to pull something out of her pocket. That's a felt tip marker, and it's large and oil-based. Okay, here we go. She took the cap off the marker and brought it slowly up to my face while I was immobilized. No, no! I let out my death throes. Why is that unsettling? Why did that bit unsettle me? What the fuck? That's kinky. No. As soon as the club activities were finished, Rena flew off. Probably so she could dig out that cute Colonel Sanders you wasn't able to take home yesterday. The Higarashi's getting too early. Yeah, apparently so. So today it was just Mion and me walking home together, a rather rare occurrence. A mountain of treasure, huh? The guys throwing it away probably never thought in their wildest dreams that Rena would be so grateful to them. Mountain of treasure, meaning that damn construction site from before. Oh right, Mion will probably tell me. That murder by dismemberment seems to have happened there. Oh there, you know, that damn construction site. Did something happen there? Long ago? Something sure did. A grand battle. There were sit-ins and demonstrations. It was a bit different from what I wanted to hear, but I decided I listened just the same. It was our land that was going to be sunk into the damn reservoir. I would have fought as well, probably. The government guys were really adamant about it, acting all big and full of themselves. Since they figured out they couldn't settle it with money, they did a bunch of nasty stuff. They were nasty guys. Mion spoke excitedly as if the whole thing was happening right in front of her. I'm amazed you guys won. You were facing the federal government, right? The mayor and prominent figures in the village all signed petitions. They went to Tokyo and struck deals with legislators. And as a result, the development plan was retracted. It was our complete victory. Aha! There wasn't any violence, was there? Like assaults or murders? None. She promptly cut me off. Same as Rena had. Her words seemed the end of the discussion. Tomotaki said one arm wasn't found in the incident. I thought that a murder by dismemberment had occurred, but I guess I was wrong. My curiosity unsated, I sighed dejectedly inside. Later. See you tomorrow. Kei-chan, you can't wash that off until you get home, get it? I got it, I won't. Mion held back her laughter while seeing glances at my face. I wonder what kind of nasty doodles they drew. Mion, you shall rue this day. If our roles are ever reversed, I'm going to slop it on. All over your face, so you won't be able to take it off, even with a scouring pad. On arriving home, I ran straight into my mum, embarrassing myself yet again. Understand why they wouldn't tie that, huh? Yeah, just a bit. The mood I come home to was already on edge. It's not an uncommon thing in our family. Whenever Dad can't come up with a good idea, it always ends up like this. He stomps around the house with his arms crossed. Mum whispered into my ear, "Welcome home, Keiichi. Dad, he's in a bit of a rut right now, so don't bother him, okay? He can't come up with a new idea? It's because the deadlines are so close together this time. But Dad needs time to recharge or he doesn't work as well. Dad's paintings feed our entire family. If he runs out of ideas, then it's the end of the Mebaras. We've never gone hungry before. Could it be that my dad is a master painter? Wouldn't it be easier to get an idea taking a walk outside rather than wandering around the house? The theme of this piece is time in the household, so it seems your dad wants to use this house as a motif. It's quite a bothersome motif. Keiichi, pick up your room, it looks terrible. Sorry, I'll clean it up later. Ah, come on, please don't use my room as a motif. Keiichi, there's still some time before dinner, so please go take a walk out back or something. His bad mood's only temporary. As soon as he gets an idea, his mood improves and he starts humming. Until then, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just go take a walk so I don't aggravate him further. Well, I guess I will then. I said I was going to take a walk, but I didn't have any particular destination in mind. I just needed to kill some time. I got on my bike and pondered where to go. I could just go read at the bookstore, but it would take about an hour by bike to get to town. It would be dark by the time I got back, so I didn't want to go unless I had to. The roads at night here in Hinamizawa creep me out. If Mion and Satoko ever find out about that, I smiled wryly. Oh yeah, Rena was probably still at the Mountain of Treasure, the damn construction site. The excavation of Colonel Sanders was probably taking her a while. Wouldn't be so bad to have her owe me one. She might return the favour next time we have club activities. With a little bit of self-interest in mind, I set off towards the damn construction site. Tomotaki-san might be there as well. The only person with information about the incident that both Rina and Mion denied knowing anything about. If I met him again, I'd like to ask for more details. I'll ask, was there really a dismemberment here in Hinamizawa? That's my real intention. We all want the return of Tomotaki, the jacked photographer, yes. I spotted Rina struggling up on the slope of the garbage pile. It looked like Colonel Sanders was lodged in there pretty firmly. It didn't look like Rina would be able to excavate him by herself. Realizing that Tomotaki-san wasn't around, I began climbing up the slope unsteadily. Hey Rina, looks like you were working up a sweat. Whoa, Keiichi-kun. What brings you to a place like this? A place like this, huh? I see, she was aware of it at least. I received a signal for emergency assistance at the accident site. Where is the injured party? Excuse me. Huh? Accident? Huh? There was a report Colonel Sanders was buried alive in the trash pile. Oh, that! You scared me. Don't frighten me like that, Keiichi-kun. Just kidding. Thought you might be struggling by yourself, so I came to help you out. Eh? You came for me? How? Well, I filled my quota for today. If I don't see Rina blush at least once a day, then I'm not getting my daily required nutritional intake. What the fuck? Just kidding. You're embarrassing me now. So, what part was the joke? What part was it? I just ignored her bewilderment. Okay, now move out of the way. So where is Colonel Sanders? Sorry. Can't you see him in that gap? He's really buried in there. The Colonel Sanders was sideways, surrounded by boards and other construction materials, like they were caging him inside. According to Reno, it wasn't like this yesterday. It seems as though another illegal dumper came yesterday, dumped again, now he's buried like this. You're trying to move this pile all by yourself? With those scrawny arms? There's no way she'd be able to do that with her slender arms. Oh god! Look at Colonel Sanders, so cute! Saving Colonel Sanders. The sequel to Saving Private Ryan we never knew we needed. But Colonel Sanders so cute. There's a chain on the Colonel Sanders at the store. This one, though, I should be able to take this one home. How? If Raina gave up on this Colonel Sanders, she'll probably start devising a plan to steal the one in front of the store. As Raina's guardian, I won't allow her to sully her hands with crime. Out of the way, I'll do it. Raina blushed again, but this time I left it alone. The pile was enormous. Also, the more days we wasted, the more likely another illegal dumping would occur. If we got buried any deeper, there would be nothing that could be done. Keiichi-kun, I'll help too. Let me help. You just get in the way, so stay back. Pulling out scraps, bending them, tossing them aside. I quickly became covered in sweat and dust. Well, those are worrying noises. Flying objects drew beautiful arcs across the twilight sky, one after another. Lumber, timber, plywood. Damn it! No matter how much I threw out, there was still more. Even though I could see Colonel Sanders right there. After grandstanding like that in front of Rina, I felt frantic because of how little I progressed. If I was going to do this seriously, I'd need an axe or a saw or something. Because of the same noise at the start. Yep! That's enough, Keiichi-kun. You're so sweaty. You don't have to try so hard. I'm just doing it for you, Rina. Don't worry about it. Rina began sputtering and turned beet red. Ah, whoops. I meant to say I was trying my best so as to keep her from becoming a criminal. Oh well. I guess I just need a break. This is pretty tough. Sprawled on my back over the grassy slope. I'm so sorry. You're covered in sweat. Rina patted her handkerchief against my forehead. Felt pretty nice. We'll wait here a minute, okay? My house is pretty close. I'll bring you some barley tea, okay? Leaving the handkerchief on my forehead, Rina took off running. The cries of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. After I was certain that Rina was gone, I picked myself up and headed towards what I had discovered earlier. That was a garbage pile of magazines and newspapers bound up in twine. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe it was around here. There it was. They were bound stacks of not-so-reputable tabloids. They were stacked chronologically, so going back quite a few years. It's quite a disturbing incident. It seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms, you see. If it was just as Tomitaki-san said, then undoubtedly there would be mention of the murder. These are troubled times. There is no end to these sickening incidents. There's a large part of society drawn in by these incidents as well. So it had to be recorded, somewhere. I unfastened the packages and opened the rain-soaked pages carefully, looking over the table of contents. Not here. Next one. Not here. Next one. It was hard to search since I didn't know when it happened. I didn't know who the perpetrator or the victim was either. I only knew it had happened here. I looked up every so often, checking to see if Reno had come back or not. I wouldn't want her seeing me gawking at a dirty magazine, but it wasn't just that. Both Reno and Mion said they didn't know, but it had happened without doubt. As long as Tomitaki-san wasn't lying. Then if both Reno and Mion... Ah, yeah, there was. If they had just said that, then I wouldn't have gotten so hung up on it. An incident that neither Reno nor Mion wished to talk about. Trying to uncover it after they tried to conceal it out of good intentions. That made me feel like I was acting against my friends. Hinamizawa dam worker lynching, murdered by dismemberment. Oh. Here it is. The featured article was in the back, and it seemed that there was a photograph in the coloured pages at the front. The pages of the feature article were stuck together and weren't easy to open. Rena could return at any moment. Being rushed, I gave up and opened the photograph page. The police investigators were carrying a body bag, and newspaper reporters were all bathing in camera flashes. The image was blurry and hard to understand, but I could definitely make out the headlines. A tragic nightmare at the Hinamizawa construction site, lynching and murder/dismemberment. The victim was the site foreman. He had assaulted his assailants daily with an explosive backlash from his daily actions. It's a horrible image to see the site foreman as... It happened. It really did happen. It seemed the details were on the next page. I turned the page without pausing. On it was... The assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes, then used an axe to split the cadaver into 6 pieces: the head, arms, legs, and torso. Why did I just get goosebumps? What the fuck? I could understand just from the headline that it was just too terrible an incident. Normally a lynching is just assault and murder, right? Dismemberment with hatchets and pickaxes? That wasn't a lynching. It was a merciless killing to the letter, a brutal murder. Done by a group of people. With hatchets. With pickaxes. With an axe. Ah! Lynching a headless body. Sorry. Did I startle you? Did I startle you? When he dropped the axe, she was holding onto the grass. I was being startled by my voice. Why an axe? And why did you change clothes as well? Heichi-kun, you see, earlier, yeah, you said it would help if you had an axe, didn't you? So then I brought an axe for you from the shed. Rina fluttered her arms in a panic, continuing to explain and apologise. It seemed I'd been glaring at her pretty intensely. I'm sorry, I guess my reaction was a bit overboard. No, I'm sorry as well. I'm sorry. I was drawing close. I was pretty worn out, and it wouldn't hurt to do the rest tomorrow. So paranoia is a big part of Higurashi. I can tell. Doesn't look like we can break that last beam without an axe. You brought it after all. I'll have to borrow it tomorrow. Alright? Okay. Well, you look so glum. Tomorrow we'll be digging out Colonel Sanders, right? You're right. Ha! I really want to take Colonel Sanders home soon. We both knew it was useless to apologise any more than that. I quenched my thirst with the barley tea Rena brought and wiped off the sweat that had now gone cold. Took the path to head home. I felt quite guilty about the tabloid wrapped up in my jacket. Well, what the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? You received new tips, the Hinamizawa-san project and special tabloid base. Oh, God. Oh, I just got an achievement for one man's trash. Yay. It's fake news. Nothing happened. October 1975. In accordance with the Prime Minister's Bulletin number, Hinamizawa's electrical development master plan was announced. The vast scope of the projected Hinamizawa Dam would have an incredibly heavy effect on the village of Hinamizawa. This tip's a good place to stop. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The flooded area caused by Hinamizawa Dam would include the 5 areas of Hinamizawa, Takatsudo, Kyoshito, Matsumoto, and Yogochi. The submerged area includes 291 houses. Population, 1,251. 1 elementary school, 1 middle school, 1 post office, 1 agricultural cooperative, 1 forestry department lumberyard, 5 shrines, 2 temples, and 1 fishery. All of these communal, cultural, agricultural areas and places of worships will be indefinitely submerged at the bottom of the artificial lake basin. Forsaking the hundreds of years our ancestors poured their blood and sweat into this fertile, resource-rich land is just too painful to bear. Why is it always bears? All the residents having homes that were to be submerged banded together and created the Onigafuchi Defense Alliance. The dam project was halted and petitions to alter the plan were circulated. The citizens sought peaceful negotiations, but the government and its puppet company, HAR, openly refused. Performing unspeakable heinous acts, they quashed the democratic actions of villagers. It was a bear all along. But the villagers did not falter. Instead, they banded together even more closely and steeled their resolve to protect their homes to the death. He mauled that guy and blamed it on those guys. This is why you never trust bears. The continuation of that frightening Hinamizawa Dam construction project is still stalled as of today. The villagers understand that the stalling was caused by sublime power through unity, and they understand that this fearsome plan has not yet been fully withdrawn. The Onigafuchi Defense Alliance has been dissolved after its pass, but the feelings of unity it garnered have not yet been extinguished. As long as that passion resides in the hearts of the residents, they'll be able to confront whomever next decides to sink their homes into a lake basin. Bet even still has the arm. Onigafuchi Defense Alliance Committee Chairman, Kirochi Kimiyoshi. Nightmare befalls the Hinamizawa Dam. Lynching and murder/dismemberment. In month of day in the Prefecture, as the Hinamizawa Dam construction work site in Shishibone City, a bone-chillingly gruesome murder/dismemberment. Even though this case has shocked the archipelago, the police will give no details on the case. Exactly what happened at the Hinamizawa Dam. They probably didn't mean to kill him at first, but as the victim resisted by swinging around a shovel, the rest of the perpetrators armed themselves in return and quickly escalated to homicide. So said the aforementioned investigator A. After this bloody tragedy was over, they were left with a body which nobody thought was alive. Hart-san had tormented the suspects daily with his rough behaviour. At first it was meant to be payback. All the perpetrators were horrified by their deed, and one even turned himself into the police. It was the de facto leader of this group, Har, who suggested hiding the body. Reluctantly at first, they soon began to think they did not wish to be caught. The construction site had numerous places to hide the body with 6 people. They were originally supposed to hide the body and leave the area. The de facto leader feared that the consciences of the other 5 wouldn't be able to bear the burden, and came up with a horrifying method to keep them from turning him into the police. He devised the heinous method of splitting up the body among them and making each of them responsible for hiding a piece. Hart had turned a simple manslaughter into a gruesome dismemberment and forcibly involved each perpetrator in order to create a sense of unity between them. Each one participated. But what does this mean? Person A spoke out reluctantly. Hart had ordered each and every one of them to dissect a piece of themselves. They were hesitant at first, but nobody refused. In for a penny, in for a pound, was what it meant. Thus an unimaginable bloody ceremony began. The perpetrators wept and vomited as they performed the gruesome task. There was one person who stubbornly refused, but Hart threatened them, saying nothing will change if someone else ended up dead. He gave up in his objections. But Hart's plan collapsed in the span of one night. Hart, who had refused to dissect the corpse up until the last moment, had broken down to tears at the hospital, where he was being treated for an injury sustained during the scuffle, and confessed. The criminals were arrested one after the other, but the de facto leader Hart's whereabouts are still unknown. Also, the right arm hidden by Hart has yet to be found. Despite an ongoing search, this horrible individual has so far managed to elude law enforcement. What could the police be doing? It appears that Hart had said he was going to throw the body, right arm, into the marsh. Hart's car was discovered abandoned near the marsh, but there were no clues to his whereabouts. Hart didn't trust his companions. One cannot deny the possibility that he had expected his companions to confess to the police and use his car as the decoy. Of course, I doubt that theory. Since he has no car, one would expect him to have a limited area to which he could have escaped to. But within the station, there were rumours going around that he had accidentally slipped and drowned in the marsh when he went to throw away the body. To the locals, that marsh is believed to be bottomless. It's known as Onigafuchi, the Ogre's Abyss, and it's said that the bottom of the marsh is connected to the hellish world of demons. The atrocious demon from hell, that was her. Could it be that he had returned to hell through the marsh? What the fuck? The Stygian dragon, bringer of luck and fortune, prosperous future, ladies leaping into your arms, business success, promotions, ambition, protection from harm, not just with pachinko and horse races, but with business and even love. Guaranteed all your money back. Stygian dragon bracelets, DX, one piece. 27,800 yen. The tonal whiplash is because I know, right? Save. Cool. I don't know how I'm supposed to quit. I say continue and then there's going to be a menu button for clickies. Yeah, menu. Quick game. Yes. Oh, it just dumps me out of the game. Cool. To be fair, I don't know what I was expecting when I click quick game. So yeah. Oh fuck. Patch might break the save, yeah. But at least I know exactly where I've gotten to. I think I've already... Oh no. Why do I think that, hey, there's 5 girls involved around in this friendship group? 5 body parts accounted for and 1 missing. Oh, fuck. Fuck. But yeah, that was my first look into Higurashi When They Cry. A lot more compelling and a lot more drawing in than I thought it would be. A lot more deep than I gave it credit for. Yeah. Thus begins the paranoia. I will quite happily continue doing that. I will. I will save it for a Horror Monday stream, though, because I think it's only fitting. And it will be after I do the Amnesia games. Might be like a little space filler between doing the Amnesia trilogy and doing the Outlast trilogy. Just, change things up a bit. But yeah, that's definitely going to be something I'm going to play later on, stream-wise. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was really good. Really enjoy that. Is there anyone I can throw people at for a raid? Oh, look. There is a Taurian. Playing Divinity 2 Original Sin. I think we shall do that then. Let me just get the page up and open. Yeah, mute. That's awesome, Dragon. Thank you. That's pretty grub. Just had a shock face all the way through the stream thinking, what the actual fuck I know, right? Joe must say you're very much welcome. Thank you for coming along. So yeah, that's where I'm going to be ending things for today. Thank you all very much for coming along and for your support. It's all greatly appreciated in whatever way you've chosen to show it. Next stream from me is going to be tomorrow at 11:30 AM EST, which is 4:30 PM BST, where I'll be doing RPG Thursday and continuing with Final Fantasy X. If you can't make it to then, there will be another stream tomorrow evening at 8 PM EST, which is 1 AM BST, where I'll be going back to the Sherlock Holmes series with Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. But until then, thank you all for coming along. I will put them in the raid command now. Go check out Taurian. They are one of my siblings. They're a wonderful person, and they are currently playing Divinity 2 Original Sin. Special thanks and shout outs go to Broken Soul, Hog Squeezer, and Leona for the follows. Thank you all very much and welcome to the clutch. I hope you enjoy your stay. But until next time, thank you again for coming along. Until then, I will wish you a good rest of your day, a good evening, a good night, a good morning, or a good afternoon. Whatever the time is for you. Till then, though, stay safe, stay amazing, and see you later. Raid!